Hello and welcome to Light of Jophiel. Spirit has asked me to keep it open today and a collective reading as well, so we're just going to see what they're wanting to tell us. I already have some pre-chosen oracle cards and three pre-chosen tarot cards, and I just asked Spirit what do they want us to know. And then we're going to go ahead and roll the astro die to give us an indication of what this reading might be about. So, Spirit, what is the message you have for us today, please? All right, we have a Gemini. We have the third house, and I believe this is Saturn. I'm learning, y'all. Hang on. Let me check. That is Saturn. Okay. So I've got my little notes here so we can go over these together. So we've got Saturn, which is about responsibility, structure, discipline. It is the ruler of karma. You can see my little, look, I'm just sharing with you my little handy dandy book here, pages that I made on the old Excel. And these are my notes that are easily accessible because I'm learning the houses and the planets and all the things. So let's just show what I got going on here. Saturn is about responsibility, structure, and discipline, ruler of karma, limitations, restrictions, maturity, long-term goals. It's how you face challenges, handle responsibilities. I left out an IT in that one, and work toward goals. It's how you parent yourself. Okay, so then we have Gemini. Gemini is curious, adaptable, impulsive, indecisive, intelligent, funny, superficial, clever, communicative, expressive, fast, flighty, restless, social, versatile, and youthful. And Gemini is in the third house. And the third house is a house of communication, how you connect with other people, how you perceive things. It can be also about your immediate environment, like your neighborhood, close relationships like siblings and things like that. So you can also talk about early education. We could be talking about several things here. We could be talking about communication in area of career. And the reason, let's learn together. The reason why I'm saying that is because why am I saying that? Saturn is about responsibility, and it's about long-term goals, how you face challenges, how you work towards those goals. And it could be about how you communicate with work. I don't know. This could be several things. I think the cards are going to help us figure it out here. Who knows? Spirit, can you help us out, please? I think they're going to make us work for it. All right. Fine, we'll work for it. Let's take a look at our oracle cards. Dark Night of the Soul. Well, that's always lovely, isn't it? It's a good thing, but dang, it's rough. All right. So Dark Night of the Soul, transformation, awakening, tower. She dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. Okay. All right. I'm going to move this out of the way. What's our next one here? Ground and center. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. It's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. Very peaceful. I mean, we got the dark night of the soul, which is not a peaceful energy. I didn't feel peaceful when I pulled this card at all. But once I pulled this ground and center card, things started calming down. And then especially here, when I pulled these last two cards, man, I just felt like so relaxed and peaceful. I mean, with this green here, and then let love guide you, feels very like heart space oriented. And her heart chakra is lit up here. So I have pulled 3, just to get us going here, 3 tarot cards. Well, okay, we've got Judgment, which is about a spiritual awakening, and we got awakening here and transformation on this card. Oops. Sorry. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. The six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, and that being imbalanced. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a great card, about leaving a legacy, spiritual and material abundance. How do these all fit together? Let's take a look. You know, I was just looking at my notes here and I was reminded that the 6 of Pentacles is also about awakening. And the 10 of Pentacles is about spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth and prosperity, building a legacy. I'm not really feeling anything on the shadow side for any of these cards. So it is interesting here that we do have the 3rd house here, which is about communication. And then we've got it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. Choose to see the good in the world today. Let love guide you. Even when we are misunderstood, that can be a trigger for some of us, right? You want to be understood. Some of us worry a lot about what other people think. So when we're misunderstood, we get frazzled by that, and we want to be understood. We want to be clear. We want people to possibly even just know us. And it's possible that we may get upset with that person because they're not seeing us. They're not hearing us. But we have let love guide you here. Rather than letting this upset us here, get us all bent out of shape, it's asking us to let love guide us and choosing to see the good. I want to pull more tarot. What is your message today, Spirit? Knight of Wands. He's about communication as well. Can I get clarification on the Dark Night of the Soul card? I think I'm getting a message here, but I just want to make sure. Clarification on the Dark Night of the Soul, please. What are you doing here, Seven of Swords? What are you doing here? Seven of Swords can be about, oh, it's several things, but what's coming to mind is a need for perspective. I think this is about communication and communication problems. I'm just going to say, you know, I feel like this is the thing right here. It's okay to be misunderstood. You're being misunderstood. This is a breakdown in communication. And it could be with the Knight of Wands flying off the handle because you're being misunderstood, and vice versa. The person that's misunderstanding you is probably flying off the handle as well. And at those times, you don't have control over the other person. All you can do is control how you respond rather than react to being misunderstood. So in those times, you take a step back, you ground and center yourself. You try to look at both sides, the balance of both sides here with the Six of Pentacles. Let love guide you so you can be one happy family, one big happy family. Let's see. I think that's what's happening here. Clarification on the Dark Night of the Soul, please. Okay, yes. There needs to be karmic cycle. There's a karmic cycle here that's probably what's happening. This is probably, especially if it's something that triggers you, which I am there as well. I don't like to be misunderstood. This is probably a lesson for us all, which I kind of wondered. I kind of had a feeling that this would be for me. And then I asked Spirit, are you sure I'm supposed to, record this and post it? And they said yes. So I can't be the only person, right? I do know there is something astrologically going on, and I have it in my notes somewhere. One second, let me get my notes. Is it Neptune and Pisces that's going to be breaking karmic cycles, or can assist with breaking karmic cycles? I could be wrong. I didn't really write down what Neptune and Pisces is going to do, but I kind of have a feeling that's what it is. Neptune is in Pisces already at the time of me even filming this, which is today. This is February the 7th, 2025, and it's going to stay there until sometime in March. And I believe that I'm correct in saying that's the one, but I could be wrong, guys, because I have been trying to learn a lot about the planets, and I'm interested in astrology, but I know just enough to be wrong and to be dangerous. So do the research for yourself. But I do know there is something going on around this time of this filming this that can assist with breaking karmic cycles and just having their ending. And this is reminding me of being triggered when I'm misunderstood. So if you're watching this and we're called to watch this, perhaps that you're the same way. If this does not resonate with you, then just leave it, because then this reading is not for you. That's what I'm getting from this. I believe that part of, and I know for me, I think part of my journey, and why certain people have been placed in my life, is to trigger those things, so that I can once and for all break that karmic cycle of possibly worrying too much about what other people think, getting very upset if I'm misunderstood, worrying about it, getting all bent out of shape internally. Hey, I'm an Aries moon, so I'm just keeping it real here. This can be me. When I'm upset, I try very hard not to. It's one of the things I have to work on. Very hard, by the way. And I have to do breath work. When I feel like I'm being misunderstood, I have to mentally put myself somewhere else. It's one of the things I do struggle with, and I'm just being open and honest here. I'm not the only one, so I'm not going to worry about putting that out there. We all struggle. We all have different things that we struggle with, and if we keep it all hidden and don't talk about it, then nobody feels that they're able to open up and be vulnerable about it, or they feel weird, or they put themselves down and feel shame because nobody else is struggling with this. So that's what I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it, and I'm being open and honest, very open and honest with you. I struggle about being misunderstood. It's a trigger for me. But let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world. I heard something today that I know I've heard before, and I don't know, today it just did something to me when I heard it. Every response is either an expression of love or a cry for love. So when we are misunderstood, and people choose to misunderstand us, maybe on purpose, maybe not. Maybe out of their trauma, they want to play a victim, right? Say they want to act like you are causing problems in their life or something. That's a cry for love. So we can't or shouldn't take it personally and get all bent out of shape. When that's their cry for love, and at some point in our life, we've done the same thing, maybe in a different manner. We've expressed our cry for love that was because of our unhealed trauma. So why are we getting upset with this person when they're doing the same thing? Maybe in a different way, maybe not. Let love guide you. We only hurt ourselves when we respond, when we react, because that's what it is, a reaction. Getting triggered is a reaction. That's not a response, it's a reaction, immediate reaction. Spewing flames from our throat, maybe from our tongue, maybe from our words, our communication. When what we need to do, stop, take a deep breath, be in our Zen moment. Look how chilled out this cat is. We need a perspective change. We need to be self-aware in those moments. Again, you cannot control the other person, nor can you change the other person, but you can control yourself and you can change yourself. And it starts with a perspective shift, a transformation, an awakening, being self-aware in that moment of what really is happening. Because this is the goal. I mean, I know this is a card of pentacles, but look at that love. Look at that happy family. And this is about, you know, one of these, what is it, third house, your immediate surroundings, like your family, your siblings, people maybe you live with, I don't know, could be another house. But it did say your immediate family. I'm getting that from here, or immediate surroundings. But I am getting that from here. So it's people you're around a lot. Maybe even work. Maybe even work with the pentacles. But this karmic cycle, it's time to stop. This is a time of transformation. And cut the cords to that old way of thinking. Of course, Spirit was going to use me as an example. Of course. Oh, hey. Flip the script. Flip the script is what I just heard with that card being flipped over. You have a choice here. You have a choice. Are you going to choose love? Are you going to let love guide you? Yes, here with all the heart chakra stuff that I was talking about. Are we going to let love guide us? Are we going to choose love? Because you know, you and I both know we don't want this energy here in a relationship. Don't even want that around us, right? We want peace. We want balance. We want what this cat's got here. We want this peace here. Look at this. I forgot it said perception is not always based on the truth. And I was getting that there's a need for perspective here. And it's right under that card. The awakening is right under that card. I love that. Are we going to choose love? Look at that. Tower energy underneath the deck. Are we going to choose to stay in this karmic cycle of being misunderstood or whatever the issue is and then being triggered? So it's all about communication, but the communication, the only part of this communication cycle that you have control over is your part of it and my part of it. And it starts with the way we think. And also coming from a place of love, maybe even shifting that focus from a head space to a heart space. So what is the advice here, Spirit? Yes, hello, King of Cups, coming from love. Let's look at all the descriptions of the King of Cups. Sometimes it helps to see all of them. Love, emotional intelligence. We're being emotionally intelligent. We're not getting triggered by what someone else is saying or by being misunderstood. Patience. Being nurturing. The King of Cups, the shadow side, is being triggered. Another part here too is if we're being triggered, right? There's still something that needs to be healed, maybe even forgiven in our past. But I'm really seeing mainly this perspective change. And I really thought that saying today that I heard was just, for me, I mean, it's beautiful. Every response is either an expression of love or a cry for love. I love it. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. New beginning here. I'm just really into using my notes today for some reason, guys, so bear with me. Potential. This is also awakening. Just awakening to a new way of seeing things, resulting in new ways of communicating with people. Let's go back to our notes here. Look at, now we know that the third house in Gemini, it's all about communication, right? I mean, we see that communication, how you connect with others, perception. Isn't it beautiful when everything ties together? I mean, I just think that's like, Spirit's like, hello, I'm here and I am giving you this message. And we've got communicative, social, but look what Saturn means here. Ruler of karma, and we were just talking about karmic cycles and ending them. And it can be also how you parent yourself. And really, that's what this is. This choosing to see things in a different way, respond in a different way, handle your emotions a different way, handle your response in a different way, the things you think, the words you say, how you feel. That's reparenting yourself. That's being your own parent. And maybe teaching yourself the things that your parents didn't teach you. It's something, it's new. It's a new path for you that you've in the past not done because you've continued to stay in this karmic cycle. But it's breaking that now. We're breaking that. Let's make a pact to break it, guys. Let's break it together. I may just be talking to myself here. I don't know. But Spirit told me to record this for a reason. So I'm just pretending like we're BFFs, and I'm just talking to my BFF here. It's Friday night while I'm recording this, so let's just do some soul work together, BFF. Together, look, let's do this together. The BFF with the Two of Cups. This is a new beginning for relationships in our lives. Choosing to let love guide us, understanding that their other person's response is a cry for love. We've been there ourselves. That's not to say that things are okay and that you can't set boundaries, because setting boundaries is also an act of love. It's an act of self-love. So I'm not saying let anybody walk all over you or to not have boundaries. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't mean any of those things. You have to love yourself. That's first step. That's the first step. You have to love yourself. Ooh, I'm getting all worked up. You have to love yourself first before you can truly love someone else. I know people think that you can, but you can't. You cannot fully, in the full grasp of things, and I just said this on another video that I just recorded and I haven't released yet. You have to love yourself first to be able to fully love someone else. So it starts with you. It starts with us. And that's another thing, that if we truly love ourselves and are sure in about ourselves, other people's behavior is not, it's not going to have that big of effect on us. I mean, I don't, again, want to say this in an unloving manner, because I don't mean it in that way, but I don't want, when I say who cares what they think, I don't mean that unlovingly. But if I know who I am and that I love that person, then what someone else thinks about me is not going to bother me that much. Now, here we're talking about, to me, it seems like communication problems with the people in our inner circle, whether that's family, friends, work. But if you are loving yourself, know what your boundaries are, and can lovingly set those, when there are issues, you're able to then come from a place of love, because you filled your own cup up, right? And realize that what they're doing is a cry for love, and understand that. And then you can come in with compassion, and it will improve relationships. I mean, we could be talking about a love relationship here. We do have the Lovers, we have the Two of Cups. But this goes for everybody. Everybody in your inner circle, or just people in general. Realizing everybody's got their own drama that they've either dealt with in this life or another life. And unless they're self-aware in every aspect of their life, occasionally they're going to react out of that drama. We've done it. They've done it. We've all done it. So we need to have compassion and understanding and unconditional love. Again, that's not to say you don't set your boundaries, so don't misunderstand me. What we got here? Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about the final push, the wounded warrior. Let's see what we've got here. Determination, resilience, defiance, the last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. On the shadow side, it could be a need to open up and trust people, holding on to old stories, the need to let go of old battles. Yes. I'm just like, yes. So the reason why we're triggered is because we've had crap happen to us in the past, and we are reacting out of that unhealed trauma, just like they are, right? And we need to let go of those, cut the cords to those. If you know what those are, if you know where they came from, you can journal about it to kind of go through it and heal it. You can write down those specific things that you do. If you know where they came from, write those down on a little piece of paper. Do a little burning ceremony. Release it to the angels. Release it to the earth. Whatever it is for you that feels right. As kind of a ceremony of releasing that past, releasing that which no longer serves you, because it doesn't serve you. And then having that cleared out, clearing your energy of that old energy, that old behavior, that old reaction, because you're no longer that person. You're able to begin fresh and new, to improve communication in relationships, so therefore improving your relationships. Eight of Wands is about communication. The Moon. Yeah, no longer seeing the illusions. You know, when we're in our trigger moments, trigger is kind of like being a victim, so to speak. They're causing me to get triggered. It's not seeing things clearly. No, you have something that you've not healed. So you yourself you're allowing yourself to be triggered. I mean, yeah, this situation has triggered you. But that's really a blessing. It's there to remind you that this is unhealed and needs to be dealt with, so you can move on to more beautiful things. Is there anything else here, Spirit? Yeah, King of Swords. Clarity. It's no longer seeing things through this lens of illusions. It's seeing things clearly. Being able to be an observer of your thoughts, because your ego wants to protect you. You've been hurt in the past. And because you've been hurt in the past, your ego has this pattern of trying to keep that from happening again. So it set up particular habits to try and keep you safe, to keep you from getting hurt. And out of that, I lost my train of thought. I just left. Maybe that's all I was supposed to say. Maybe that was enough. I don't know. Well, let's just leave it. Yeah, it's going to take some work. It's not like it's going to happen overnight, this Eight of Pentacles. It takes practice being self-aware, not getting caught up in those triggers. But I think it all comes back to this. Let love guide you. Have compassion for the other person. Kind of helps you not be so triggered, realizing, you know what they're doing, that's a cry for love. And then, it kind of helps you not take it so personally. I don't know, that's all I'm seeing here. And I don't know if I'm going to get anything else. Because I think that's our lesson for the day. Go within. Go within. We're all connected. We are all divine spirit. They are us and we are them. When we heal, it helps heal the collective. This could be about twin flames. We have Gemini here, which can indicate that. We've got the Lovers. When you heal, the work you do on yourself, if this is a twin flame situation, when you or your twin flame heals, it helps the other out. But it's like that in the collective as well. But again, you can't control other people. All you can do is you. I don't know. Okay, I feel like, all right, one more card. What? What? What's the last card here? What is it, Spirit, please? Nine of Cups. How beautiful. Beautiful one to end on. Let's read all the lovely descriptive words. Choosing joy, gratitude, abundance. To me, that just looks like peace. Peaceful communication, peaceful relationships. Choose joy, choose peace, choose to love, even when you're being misunderstood, even when you're being triggered, because how they're acting is a cry for love. You can choose to respond with love, respond with the energy of love. Realize you've been there too, maybe in a different way. Again, I'm not saying don't have boundaries, not saying that at all, but I don't see that anywhere in here, so I don't think that there's I'm not getting anywhere in this reading that we're talking about dealing with someone that has intention of hurting you or me. These are just people that have been put in our lives to trigger us so that we can break this karmic cycle and move on to the next thing that Spirit has for us, the next thing that we agreed to handle when we came up here, volunteered, what am I saying? I don't know, came here on Earth. So I think I'm going to end there. Thank you for being here and for me anyway, spending my Friday night with me and just working through this and being patient while I showed you my notes and I went through my notes. It's Friday night for me, guys, and I have a day job. I work from home, but it uses a lot of mental energy, and by Friday afternoons I'm just mentally don't want to have to make another decision. So that's why I was just like, let me just pull my notes out and look at all the things. But we got our message here. Spirit just told me just to leave it free today, leave it free tonight. So I hope this was beneficial for you. If you want to stick around for more, please feel free to subscribe and be part of the community. I'd love to have you, and we can walk through this thing called life together and try to get it figured out and try to be better people. And because that's what I'm here for. I want to improve myself every day so that I can do whatever I was called to do here on Earth. And I don't know the full scope of that yet. I do know that this is part of what I've been called to do. So if you're kind of down with the same vibe, please join me on this journey. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are, whatever time it is. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.